people are doubting Amorim here. And is there grounds to it? Because if he keeps losing, the more he keeps losing, the more we keep losing because it's not Amorim's fault. The more we keep losing, are we worried for Amorim? Or he cannot get to that level? Like
you're
go on.
You're always worried about the manager because he's the one that's at the end of all the stick, innit? He's the end to answer everything and face everything. So 100% pressure will mount. He said it himself. I need to win whilst figuring out how to impose a system, how to teach these players the football that I want to play. I also have to win. This is Manchester United. That's what I have to do. I'm not in a position. He's not in a position to be able to get relegated and then say, oh, it's okay. You know, like a Leicester did. They won the league. They won the league more recent than us, and they still been relegated. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Burnley, Leeds, these teams that are yo-yo teams. We're not in that position. Man United simply spend and make too much money to be anywhere near where we are right now, let alone relegation, right? Now, he said it is going to get worse. So brace yourself. Saeed, that is what I am actually deadly scared about. Because if it gets any worse, Saeed, it is, 8 points from relegation?
Brother,
that is 3 games.
Sunday, I'm not covering other games apart from Everton and Crystal Palace games. Because they could close the gap.
Wallahi, I think in this Nazar. I think this is Nazar. You know what's Nazar?
Yeah.
I think someone put Nazar on our club, bro.
Yeah.
Because 2-3 decades of domination, yeah. Surely people have cursed us.
Nah, but you know what
rivals have cursed us, bro.
It's neglect,
people
isn't it?
Lie.
You know what it is? You know what it is here? It's years and years of neglect, poor recruitment. I think the fan base are a problem as well, if I'm being honest with you, because our fan base love to have sentiment over managers. Yeah. I think it's the owners, it's the recruitment, it's the fans as well included, and it's a mixture of the dominance that you talked about. There was always going to be a fall. You see what I'm trying to say? So I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You know, we spent too much time with Oli. We spent too much time with managers that we shouldn't have. And ultimately, poor recruitment, bro. When you spend that amount of money, and you don't know where it's going, bro, eventually it's gonna lead. It's gonna,
It's because we have so many managers who've come into this blender of Man United, and they've all brought their individual feces into this blender.
Basically,
and it's now a blended feces, bro. You know what I'm saying? You take a little bit out, it's still gonna be shit. It's a bag. It's just basically blended bag of shit. That's all we have, because. Maguire can play back three, but Euro hasn't played in a back three before. De Ligt, now he's having to adjust. Mason Mount is injury prone. Luke Shaw is injury prone. Garnacho is not a inside 10. He's not a cam. He's a winger. Do you know what I'm saying? Anthony is not a wing back. It's just a load of madness. A lot of chopping and it's a make do with what you have kind of situation, isn't it? Basically, inshallah, and make do with what you have. So I feel deadly sorry for him. If people were willing to suffer with Ten Hag, who didn't implement his own style of play, he kept changing. He didn't drop superstars. His management of players was poor. His media management and crowd management was poor. He was egotistical. If people were willing to ride it out with him, what is the reason why you are not willing to ride it out with Amorim?
You know what's mad, yeah? Do you look at it? Do you trust his Ineos, first of all?
No.
Okay.
No.
They sacked Dan Ashworth, yeah?
No.
And that's just but I want to know, who's really making the decisions, yeah? Is it Omar Barada, who looked to me that he was keen on bringing the manager? But then he also said, if you're not producing in 2 years, I will sack you. The manager's purposely talked about, if I'm not the right guy, I will get sacked. And that's how it goes. It's a results-based business. Who's making the decisions? Because that's what I want to know. This Ineos don't have a right to sack any manager, when they sack Ten Hag too late. How dare you? Have the right to be, and this is the maddest thing is that the kind of the way the fan base is now, and the feeling of like, you know what, is he going? Is he the right guy? That confused nature about us. I think it goes into the club. I think the club see that. hold on a minute. Half of them think he's the right guy. Half of them don't. That there, Jim Ratcliffe has no right. And yes, he's part of the owner and he makes football decisions. But bro, you man got this manager in when the season happened, bro. You have no right to sack this manager. And I think for me, a lot of the fan base should turn on Ineos then. If they sack this manager here, which again is hypothetical, but it's also a bit, it's a bit concerning if he keeps on losing games. You get me? So that's where I'm like, bro, if you man even dare to do that, because this comment here, big up Real Zlatan, I don't see any other manager after this making me feel like I've got any hope. Like genuinely, you go and tell me who they bring in after this, and you be like, I'm ready to start again, and I'm ready to believe again. You don't. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even people are giving up on Ruben. It's the fact that they're saying, "Oh, we should have kept Rude until the end of the season."
But bro, Rude's getting Listen, I know it's different players and that, but and I know it's Leicester, but at the same time, Rude is not ready for the job, bro. Rude was never ready for the. We were keeping Rude based on sentiment. He's a club legend. We should keep him because he's a club legend. It's not based on his managerial credentials. Let's be honest. It's based on fantasy. Let's do another Ollie. And what would happen is, best believe, if he got, let's say, top 6 here and won us the Europa League, you never know. Jim Ratcliffe and his man, they probably say, you know what? Let's give him a job. We don't know, do we? Let's be honest. So that was never going to happen. So end of the day, you get me? You got to remember the fact that we got this manager in now at this stage in November, you can't expect miracles. You cannot expect miracles from the squad. And all the people that are saying to me, well, Ten Hag, you said it was the players. Well, the players are not performing for this manager. Yeah, because he's having to adapt to a new system. And this new system, Faz, do you think he should be assisting on personnel? Because a lot of people are saying, does he go back to his 4-2-3-1 and what? This is what I'm trying to say. The fan base have lost their mind. They say go back to what they're good at. That's what I'm saying.
So, good things in life come at a price. They come at a cost.
Yeah.
And the cost right now is you have to feel the pain, bro. Nothing comes easy. You can't get anything in life if you don't work hard and feel the pain. Like, I don't understand what's going on with the fan base. If you are willing to do it with Eric, why are you not willing to do it with Amorim? I simply don't understand. So you are literally doing this for saying this because you just were Eric Ten Hag in, and now you're trying to point score. You're literally trying to point score. There is no reason. A manager's come in, and the first thing he has said is what the last manager did not say and couldn't do for 3 years. I'm going to play my football. End of discussion.
Facts. By the way,
the last manager brought in Wout Weghorst. Are you having a laugh? Are you actually? The last manager had veto power in signing Rasmus Højlund for 70-odd million pounds.
Yeah.
The last manager had veto power and begged Man United to get Anthony for 80-odd million pounds. Yep. The last manager sent our board members on a shopping spree, on a holiday, all-inclusive holiday, to get Frankie de Jong, who didn't even answer his fucking phone call. Didn't even answer him. The last manager paid 50+ M's to get a goalkeeper who got chipped in his fucking first game. And his freaking third game or something.
That was the warning sign, man. You know what it was with Onana? It wasn't the fact that he got chipped here. It's the way he landed up in his net.
On his ass.
Bro. Like, wallahi, we have got to sort out the whole spine of this team. It's scary. You can't trust this brother, yeah? You can't trust him. Our defense, we can't trust, yeah? Midfield, we can't trust. Tens, we can't trust.
Let me ask you this question, yeah? Who's our best players right now in Man United starting 11? Who's our best player?
What?
Who's our best player right now in Manchester United at the moment, consistently playing good games?
I'm not going to lie to you. It's a mixture of Ugarte and
Right,
Ahmad.
Stop that. It's Ugarte, right?
Yeah.
Where did Ugarte play?
Well, he played in midfield too.
No,
Yeah.
where? Before this club.
He played for PSG.
And then before?
Sporting Lisbon.
And who was his manager then?
Amorim.
So who's the make it make sense?
Yeah.
Amorim's first guy that he didn't even sign that played under him is his best player. Amad Diallo, who got benched over Omari Forson. Over Omari Forson and them, man, is our best player. Let that sink in. That should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
That should everything. The Eric Ten Hag bought his players, to not play his style of football, and then complained on a press conference that, oh, I don't have the players. Motherfucker, you bought 12, 13 freaking players. God knows how many players you bought your own.
He settles back, man. He settles back big time, bro.
What?
That's criminal, man.